Hi, everyone. Chris Capocha here with another episode of The Conflict Counselor. Glad to be with you again. As the volunteer attorney mediator at the 47th District Court in Michigan, I preside over a wide range of disputes: customer contractor disputes, landlord tenant disputes, employer employee disputes, neighbor versus neighbor disputes, and the list goes on. What I see as the source of many of these conflicts is the failure of one or both parties to simply admit they were wrong. Wrong in what they said or did, wrong in what they failed to say or do. In a recent case, a homeowner clear-cut several mature trees along the perimeter of his property. However, that's right, one of the trees was actually on his neighbor's side of the property line, as a survey clearly indicated. Despite this, the homeowner refused to compensate his neighbor or to even acknowledge the mistake. After mediation, the homeowner paid not only for his neighbor's tree, but also for the neighbor's court fees, attorney consultation, and time off work. Ouch. What is it that so often prevents us from admitting that we were wrong, that we made a mistake, made the wrong call, basically just screwed up? Well, no one likes to admit failure at any level. Such an admission diminishes our self-esteem, makes us look and feel inferior. So, to save face, we persist in the fiction that we were right in what we said or did, despite evidence to the contrary. And if the actual mistake wasn't bad enough, it is often made worse by this failure to acknowledge the error. In the tree cutting case, the homeowner paid his neighbor hundreds of extra dollars to settle a lawsuit, an expense that could have been avoided had the homeowner simply admitted his mistake and fairly compensated his neighbor for the tree. As this case shows, admitting the error of our ways is often good for our financial health. But more important, I think, it's good for our emotional health. By admitting that we were wrong, we are tapping into our shared transcendent values of honesty, good faith, fairness, and empathy. And when we do that, it feels much better than stubbornly denying our mistake. There you have it. Sometimes the surest way to get right with yourself and the world is to admit that you were wrong. As always, thanks for listening. You can follow the Conflict Counselor podcast on Amazon, YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, and Facebook. The next episode, our 20th, is entitled For Landlords: How to Avoid Disputes with Tenants. If you own or manage a rental property, this is a must listen. See you then.